Hello, welcome again to the Queen's Court. You know who I am? It's Shauna. I am outstanding queen of the American Beauty National. So today, y'all, I have the queens. The queens are here. I have Kirsten Brown, MIS Miss National Sorority Pageant, representing Tau Beta Sigma National Honor Sorority and Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated platform helping homeless veterans. Can't wait to hear how she does this. How does she do this? And girl, she can dance, y'all. She can dance. And no band, y'all. This is gonna be awesome. Sharice Brantz, Miss National Sorority Pageant, representing Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated platform domestic violence. This queen is a beautiful, beautiful testimony of strength and resilience. Yes, you will see more. Definitely, you will see more. And Dr. Everybody, I always say Dr. Angela Rivers Harper, Mrs. National Sorority Pageant, representing Gamma Phi Delta Sorority Incorporated. Incorporated platform, I Love Me. Self care and mental health awareness. I love it. I love this woman. I love this woman. Doctor, I love this woman. I swear. Last but never least, I know this woman actually since I first started 5 years ago in pageantry. So I'm a little biased about this queen. Most definitely. Naisha, Mrs. Naisha Armack, Queen Eminence. This one, out of all of these titles, she won overall. Overall. Get it. Over all these titles, she won. Queen Eminence, representing Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated platform. There's purpose in your pain. Living life after loss. Hey, queens. Hey, queens. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I love these ladies. Y'all don't understand. I love these ladies. Every last one of these ladies, I actually have a little piece that I can explain. Well, last one I've told you a little bit about Mrs. Naisha Beck. So I have to start with her. So from my first into pageantry, so I hope I've made her proud. From my first intern pageantry, starting from one of my first from the first system that I started to now, I got to so she got to little pageant queen to now. So I love her mostly, but doctor, hey doctor, Rivers Harper. So you actually have inspired me mostly too as well. Watching you inspire so many queens in your region. Thank you for your inspiration as well. Coming in and everything that you have come through, that you have inspired me through pageantry, through your platform, through your talks, even from when I actually got on stage from your day, like in backstage when I was freaking out. Uh, well, freaking out that day, and you actually calmed me down. So I definitely appreciate. And Sharice, your smile actually definitely will. Somebody who will frown will you will definitely turn a frown upside down with your smile. So I can definitely say so. Thank you for your smile every day. I appreciate you and every day watching you on Facebook. I definitely subscribe to you. Definitely and watching your TikToks. You definitely will make me laugh every day. I say this queen right here. I have to just watch. I say what is Sharice doing today? And watching you and I was like this right here, this interview. I was just like I can't wait. These queens right here, I was like, I can't wait to talk to these queens, and all this. And Kirsten Brown, man, listen, this woman right here could dance. I said I could dance, but Kirsten, I said every time we have a pageant and she gets on that stage, she could she could mop up a floor. I said that's one thing. I said I can see why she's in Tau Beta Sigma because that's why I was like okay because people we hear about all the time. We hear about all these others. We hear all about these other
Mhm.
in band, and we hear about these other dancing, but we don't know about Tau Beta Sigma. So I'm gonna start with you. What
Okay.
is Tau Beta Sigma, and what is that to you?
So, Tau Beta Sigma National Honorary Band Sorority, we are the band sorority. We help collegiate bands, undergrad. We also have alumni associations. So, after you graduate, you can move on to alumni association. So, I'm actually a part of the Ada Lambda Alumni Association. I serve on the executive board as corresponding secretary. So, I'm still
Okay.
active, and we just nurture and look over our little sisters in undergrad. I actually pledged at University of Alabama at Birmingham, spring 15. So we just help out the band. We help the band director. We make sure that the girls in the sorority keep their grades up. We just nurture the band. They look up to us. We clean the instruments. We clean the uniforms. We just make sure everything's together. So they kind of give us the nicknames of the band moms for the collegiate sorority. So it's different chapters all around the country, and we have conventions and conferences, and it's just I love Tau Beta Sigma. It has helped me grow so much. I love the sisterhood. We are based on music. That's the principle that we share is our love for music, and it's also open to auxiliaries as well. So anyone like that's in marching band, that's on dance team, color guard, baton twirlers, majorettes, they're allowed to join as well.
Nice. So what made you get into Tau Beta Sigma?
So when I was a freshman, I looked up to these women. They were the leaders of the band. They were the go-getters. They were the ones that had the highest grades, grade point average in the band. So I said I wanted to join that. So spring 15, I was actually a junior when I crossed, and I was initiated into Ada Lambda at UAB. And I just really love the sisterhood. And so that's why I decided to also join the Alumni Association with them and to also take a leadership position with these girls.
Nice. And you also were in Delta Sigma Theta sorority. So why
Yes.
Delta Sigma Theta, and what does it mean to you to be a part of this organization?
So Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, we are founded on scholarship, sisterhood, and service. I have looked up to these women since I was a little girl. They are the yard runners. They run a lot of leadership and positions in their communities. They serve their communities, and I'm really big on serving my community. And so my mom, she's actually a Delta. Both my sisters are Deltas. So I just come from a family of Deltas, and they are just really strong women that I look up to. And that's something that I wanted to be a part of. I wanted to join that sisterhood. And I was initiated spring 19 through the Huntsville Alumni chapter.
Nice. So why did you join in National Sorority Pageant?
So the National Sorority Pageant is a game changer. It merges sorority life and pageantry, and those two aspects are really big for me. And so to have a system that focuses on those two aspects and highlights the talents for women that are in sororities and pageantry, that was perfect for me. And so I said, why not? And I wanted to be a part of that. So here I am today. I've enjoyed my reign. I can't believe in 2 weeks I'll be crowning my successor. I had a really good reign. I had really good appearances, and I'm really glad that I decided to join this system.
Awesome. And I know that you have to go, so that's the only reason why I decided to take your time first, ladies, to get because I know that you're actually at your convention right now.
Yes, I'm in my
So I
convention.
kind of took your time first. I don't want anybody to realize why I decided to ask you all the questions first, but I did want to ask you because I did ask all you ladies to actually what is your favorite quote, and your favorite quote is if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Why did you choose that quote, and what does that mean to you?
So I chose that quote. That's actually from my soror, Shirley Chisholm. She was the first Black woman to be elected at the U.S. Congress. And I chose that quote because to me it means to always have your voice to be heard. No matter where you are, no matter what room you're in, what event you're at, what organization you're in, let your voice be heard. And I make sure my voice is heard. And with this national title, Miss National Sorority Pageant, I let my voice be heard using my platform on helping homeless veterans. This is something that's very personal to me. I've had family members who were veterans and they were homeless. And that just really touched me. I said, somebody needs to be an advocate for these people that are out on the streets that once put their lives on the line. So to me, that quote just means to just let your voice be heard and just be strong about it, whatever you say, and just let people know what you stand for and what you're about.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen, for taking your time today. And you can see working queens still come no matter what they're doing, they still take the
Yes.
time and show that they want to still for working queens, no matter what they take the time. And I really want to say thank you so much for showing myself and others. And I'll see you in that couple weeks. I'm so happy.
Yes, I'm excited. Thank you so much for having me
You're
here. I'm about to
welcome. You're welcome.
go to work and get some Delta business done at this convention. So
Yes. See you later.
bye. Bye, Queens.
Bye. Now, I have the other queens. Yay. So, Dr. Rivers Harper.
What's going on, girl?
I got my thing in
Hey.
the wrong
Hey, Queen.
I just fixed my
Hey.
thing.
So, why did you choose your organization? And what does your organization mean so much to you?
So Gamma Phi Delta was started in
Okay.
1943 at Lewis College of Business
Just
in
wait for
Detroit, Michigan, and it's centered around women in business. So if you know me, you know I am a small business owner. I was invited by other business owners that were a part of the sorority here in Cincinnati. I never heard of it, so I did my research. I went to a couple of events, and I instantly fell in love. And plus, they represent
it.
both my favorite colors as well. But the sisterhood, and because they believe in volunteering and community service, I instantly fell in love with the organization and I decided to join and I crossed in 2020 during the pandemic.
Oh, nice. I love it. Sharice, same question. Why Alpha Kappa Alpha, and what does it mean to you?
I'm having issues over here, but I'm just like, we're gonna just rock with it, right?
I love it. See why I
I just
love
have the
this
laptop
small and
off.
this in the lab is everything, guys. You see why I love
I
this
just have to be
woman?
like, you know
I
what?
love.
We're just gonna roll over there. We just
Right.
gonna keep
She was trying to get a rap on and she just threw it off.
I love it. I love it. See why I love this interview. I told y'all. I told y'all
I
this
was like
interview is
this.
gonna be the
I
best.
saw it on the camera. I was like, wait a minute.
He
We're
like,
gonna put
forget
on.
it.
It's
Forget
all
it.
good.
Take it out. Take it
It's
out.
all love. It's all love.
This is gonna be amazing. I told y'all this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be awesome.
It's all love. It's all love. I for me, I was the first person in my family to be part of a sorority, and on the campus of where I was, I believe in sisterhood. I didn't have any sisters, so I was trying to find a way to connect and to bond with women in a different way or stronger than just your roommate or classmate or something like that. So I was looking for that sisterhood because, like I said, I didn't have any sisters. So I was looking at all sororities. I did the sweetheart thing, right? But I knew from the women on the campus, the ladies on the campus, and what they represented, that I felt that that was best. That was my tribe. Um, no doubt at all. I have plenty of friends who are in other sororities, but that I really felt that that was home for me. It was just no shadow of a doubt. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
And you say you're a sweetheart. Who were you a sweetheart for?
Oh, okay. The Qs tried to get me, but my cousin said, stay away from them omegas. Before I went to college, she said, stay away from them Qs. So I never forgot that. Didn't know what a Q was because I didn't have college people in my family. So it was just something I was exposed to. So I was an alpha sweetheart.
Okay. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mrs. Nia Shemek, why is Zeta Phi Beta, and what does it mean so much to you? I actually know this answer, but I actually want the world to know.
Absolutely. Sharice makes me laugh every time. I promise.
She really
Uh,
does. I love her.
she's a
Right.
mess, a whole mess. But for me, Zeta Phi Beta sorority means a lot to me because I am legacy. My mother was a Zeta. And so growing up, I was always a part of everything Zeta Phi Beta. I was a debutante, Arcanet, all those things growing up in the sorority. So for me, there was no other choice but to follow the legacy of my mother and to be a finer woman in Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And so my daughter is now following that legacy. This is just
Yes.
what we
Yeah.
do. This is our whole blue and white family over here.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, congratulations. She just became a new legacy. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to her. All right, ladies. So Naisha Mack, what
Yes.
is your platform? What does that mean to you, and why did you choose that as your platform?
My platform is There's Purpose in Your Pain, Living Life After Loss. And the reason why I chose that platform is because I myself dealt with so much loss in such a short period of time that I didn't know how to deal. In
Mm-hmm.
2018, I lost my husband to colon cancer, my husband of 25 years, who was my college sweetheart, second person I met on the campus of Florida A&M University. I met him and instantly connected, started dating, and I married him for 25 years. We were best friends. He passed from colon cancer. 18 months after I lost my husband, I lost my father to COVID. The month after I lost my father to COVID, I lost my bonus daughter to an asthma attack at the age of 20. So I had so much loss in such a short time that I didn't know what to do. So, rather than sit in my own depression and sit in my own thing, I had to lean and depend on God to get me through that. And so, after I learned to get myself through it, I had to reach back down and grab others to help them through it as well. Because understanding this was during COVID, so it was a lot of loss. A lot of people were suffering loss at that time. So, rather than sit there and not help anybody, I used my pain to help someone else.
Yeah, you helped me actually so much. So, actually listening to your testimony, you helped me so much because at the same time I was losing a lot of times. I was actually going through my own loss. So I do actually appreciate um, you going through yours. Thank you for being so vivid through your own and going through your and just being so open. And I appreciate that
Thank you.
because you actually helped me to be vivid through mine. Because I wasn't so much ready to talk about mine, going through my father and going through my grandparents. It was just
Hmm.
really hard to really go through and just deal with it. And I wasn't ready to heal. And being able to heal through that was able to help my daughter to go through it as well. So thank you for that. So, Sharice,
Yeah.
what what is domestic violence? What does that mean to you?
Domestic violence, I chose it because I am a survivor, and I saw it growing up in my household, and I was like, it got to be another way. This can't be a normal thing that's going on, of the arguing and the disrespect. And I saw my mother go through it more than one time, and I wanted to stop that generational curse. I wanted to stop it with me and my children, and I want to be advocacy of ways to help people. So at the time, I started volunteering with Sister Care, which is domestic violence organization here. South Carolina was at number one with deaths with domestic violence. So I knew that we had to get out there, that we had to spread the word and help as many people as we could. Right now, we're number five, which is better but not great, you know. But we're making leadway, I believe, one person at a time when it comes to the platform of domestic violence. So it's near and dear to me. I will always be advocacy for it, helping women who are going through domestic violence.
Dr. Harper, your platform, I Love Me, Self Care and Mental Health Awareness. What does that mean and what does that mean to you?
A lot of times we as wives, mothers, friends, sisters, aunts, we forget to take care of ourselves because we're so
Hmm.
busy taking
Most
care of
definitely.
everyone else around us. And we don't understand we need that self care. We need that time to meditate, pray, and just take care of ourselves. And a lot of times mental health is a stigma in the African American community. So I wanted to talk about that right after the pandemic because a lot of people suffered with mental health during the pandemic because they were closed in, they were in domestic violence situations, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. People were financially strapped, and it wreaked havoc on people's mental state. So I wanted to talk about really just taking care of yourself emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And I do a conference every year called I Love Me, and it's basically telling yourself to love yourself. You can still take care of everybody else, but love yourself as well.
Mm.
Nice. So, Queens, let's talk about home life. So, how do you, so because you're Queens, yes, you might be Queens, but you're also women. So, what is your day to day routine? How do you go through life also day to day? What does your day to day look like? Sharice?
Okay. So y'all already know I have teenagers in the house. So just pray, pray, and pray again. Okay, amen. Oh, Jesus.
Hey,
Praying now,
So
praying.
okay. So I have 16, 18, and 22. So all different personalities, all those ages of developing, and I know more than mommy, right? No, you don't, but I'm gonna let you find out. I'm that parent. I'm gonna let you touch the stove, okay? I'm not gonna say don't touch it. That's me, right? So it's just
Right.
learning to navigate being a single mom, which I did not ask for, right? Being a widow, and still trying to figure that thing out of growing into who I am, the woman I am without being married, dating, y'all already know, um, you know,
Which
um,
I love. I tell y'all,
this girl,
I love the
I'm not
dating
gonna
with
give up.
Sharice.
Listen, I'm not
Y'all
gonna
should
give
follow
up.
her. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
Right.
tell
gonna give
y'all,
up.
y'all should follow her,
I
guys.
believe. I'm still holding on
Story.
to faith. I'm still holding on to all the promises that God has given us. I still believe. I do still believe. So and still developing into who He wants for me, and then still trying to be a parent to my children. So it's just it's hard. I can't say it's not hard. But I make it work. I believe that the task that was given to me, God knew that I could handle it, and so I'm just believing in my king to come. It'll be 10 years this year. It does not seem like 10 years, but it'll be 10 years December this year. So, but I'm still holding on to faith and still believing. But it's tough, every now and then, but I believe in getting it out. So if you have to cry it out, if you have to scream it out, you have to dance it out, you have to write it out, I will release some type of way. I don't believe in holding and harboring stuff in because it's not good for us. So that's my life. So yeah.
right.
All right, Mrs. Naisha Mack, soon to be Mackingill, isn't it?
Has,
Is you
has to be.
about to be a married woman again? Yes. All right. How
Absolutely.
is home life for you?
Busy. Busy. Very busy. Of course, right now I'm in the middle of planning a wedding that's in 24 days.
Yes,
Thank
congratulations.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That's a busy one. This is it's keeping me on my toes. Um, to that, I have two daughters that are in college at Florida A&M. So even though they're not home, they keep me busy. I have to stay on top of that. I'm a pastor in my church, so I am very
A
busy
lot
in
of
the church as
hats. A lot of
well.
hats.
Exactly, and then not to mention that you got to work every day in order to pay all these bills and these things for the
Yes.
wedding. You know,
She
I
has a lot of hats, y'all. Look,
listen.
she
I'm
has
doing a whole
doctor.
lot.
She's a doctor too, y'all. She
I'm doing a
Period.
whole lot. So
Period. Doctor.
Yeah, that's right.
doctor.
yeah, I'm doing a whole lot. So between the church, the wedding, the family, listen, just pray for me, okay? Just pray for
Look, we gotta pray for the whole panel, guys.
me. That's
Pray,
Yes.
it.
pray for the whole panel. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yes, so much wisdom and beauty on this panel. Yes, Nichelle, that's correct. We have a queen that says so much wisdom and beauty on this panel.
Thank you.
Yes, I
We
agree.
appreciate that.
I
Yes.
agree. So, Doctor Rivers Harper, how does home life look for you?
Busy.
Right.
I don't have any children at home. My daughter's 29, but she finally decided to make me a Gigi. So she's
Oh.
at that stage. She's 7 months and she whines and cries about everything. I'm like, honey, you have not even experienced labor yet. This is easy. This is the easy part. The
Right.
hard part is when you got to push the baby out. So save all your energy for that. So um,
I
yeah,
love it.
so I'm experiencing that, and then during the day, I'm a programs director for Dress for Success Cincinnati. So I stay busy with that, with my businesses and speaking engagements, and my helping around. I have two dogs, so I kind of have two kids at home
You
because
do.
they in their kennel now because they both on punishment. So that's a lot.
Not no
Yeah, that's a
punishment.
yeah, the little one is the big one. He just he don't want to be bothered, but the little one he's on punishment because he's just bad, just for no reason. So I feel like Sharice, God knew what he was doing. He gave me one child,
Yeah.
one. He said, "This is all I'm gonna give you. This is gonna be enough for you." so,
I
so
love
we're
it.
we're dealing with that, and she's getting ready to have her baby shower and all that stuff, and
Yay.
she doesn't understand that the world doesn't revolve around her anymore. It's now
Right.
the baby. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, that's it.
I love it. I love it. So when it comes down to life and pageantry and partnership, what does that look like for you, Dr. Rivers, and Dr. Naisha Mack? So when it comes down to having a partner and going into pageantry, what does that look like for a partner every day? So when you have a partner that supports you into pageantry and day to day when you having to go to speaking of engagements and certain things like that.
Okay,
Oh,
well, for me,
oh, go ahead.
I can no, mine is real quick because this is easy for me. Um, because my fiance is new to this. He does not know pageantry whatsoever. So I am having to train him up in the way he should go.
I
So
love
just
it.
know he will not depart from it, right?
Yes.
He has to learn everything about pageantry. So I am going through tutorials. This is what this means. This is what this does. This is why
Yeah.
I have to be here, right? Because it's very difficult when they don't know pageantry to understand the time and the money that goes into pageantry
Hmm.
and why we do what we do, right? And,
Right.
and, and a lot of times the question comes back was how much you getting paid? How much you get for this? Because it takes so much time and money. Like you got to be rich doing this, right? And so
We
it's
don't
just
know.
so difficult explaining why I'm doing what I do and the passion behind it. So I have to kind of
Hmm.
equate it to the sports and everything else that they like. You know, this is my
Exactly.
sport. This is my pastime. This is my passion. So I'm still in the training phases in this house over here. So we're not in full understanding yet. We're not in understanding. We're not in full agreement yet. But I'm working on it and I'm getting there.
Okay, okay.
We gonna get there.
Look,
We
We
you
getting
gonna
got
there.
get
you
there.
got you hit a trial. You hit a trial and error for you. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay.
We're
We
not
gonna
there yet. We working on it. Working on
get there. He'll get there.
Okay. All right.
it. I'm
Doctor.
My
sorry.
husband, my husband is my biggest cheerleader. So a lot of the clothes that you see, they have to pass his test first.
Okay.
So if he don't like it, it's not coming with me. So he'll tell me like, no, that don't fit right. No, I don't like that. It's not long enough. So he's like my stylist and my cheerleader at the same time. But he understands, and he would go with me every year. He hasn't been there in the last 2 or 3 years, but he used to go with me um, to the pageant. So you would see him, and for a while he was the DJ for American Beauties Plus and American Beauties National. So he understands the assignment. So, Naisha, your fiance's gonna get it real soon. He's gonna understand.
Oh, he
He's
has
gonna
to.
just like
He
they
has to
put all
too.
their money in
She
the
she
jerseys and the
is
games.
pageantry.
This is what
Right.
pageantry is to us. It's a sport.
It
This is
is.
why y'all put money into gym
Yes.
shoes and t-shirts. This is what we do.
This is
This
what
is
we
our
do.
You
thing.
not see
Yes,
her
That's right.
pictures? She is
exactly.
pageantry. Y'all, do
Yes,
you
Exactly.
not see her?
That's
When she
right.
exactly.
wears dresses, she
That's
is
right.
pageantry. She is Queen Eminence. Like you don't
That's
Exactly.
see
right.
her
That's
pictures,
right.
y'all.
Yes.
Y'all, when she walked out there, y'all, she was Queen Eminence. Like y'all don't
That's right.
understand. When her pictures are that, but
Okay.
Yeah, it
I
is.
said that. So, Sharice, when you date, do you say I am a pageant queen? Like you need to get on board. Like this is who I am. When you date
Uh,
somebody, Sharice, like this, I am who I am. So when you date me, like I am this. This is I am a queen. You
I
need to understand.
the pageant part comes maybe a little bit later. I
Okay.
just tell them that I am a certain way. So they kind of see that like through my pictures or how I am, so I kind of tell them, and by the way, I do pageants,
Okay.
if they last that long,
If that
um,
lasted long.
child, listen, there'd be like one conversation, I'd be like, I'm not calling him back at all. You kind of know,
Mm-mm.
you know. But as you guys know, with David was very supportive. My ex boyfriend that came to the pageant, he bought shoes, paid for hotel. I mean, he was that supportive guy. So I hope to have that again with somebody who's very, very supportive in all my endeavors. So I just tell them all the things that I do with sewing and writing and speaking that I have a lot going on, and that they have to just hold on. I just tell
Okay.
them you just gotta hold on, or you're gonna be left behind. I don't know what to tell you. So that special guy will be able to handle all of those things that we do because all of us do a lot, but that's just who we are. So it's
Absolutely.
just that person to say. But the guy who says to me, "Oh, you don't have time for me." I'm like, "You're not him."
Exactly.
Because
Period.
we make
I
time for
love
what we
Exactly.
it.
want to make
I
time
love
for.
it.
If you want a
Exactly.
date, I do have time. You didn't ask me for a date. You didn't ask me
Mm.
out. So how
Right.
you know I don't have time?
I
So
love it.
but yeah.
So, ladies, what has been the most impactful thing through your reign that that you can actually go through and say, "Well done," Naisha Mack?
Um, for me, it was, I would say, with the Times Square billboard.
Hmm.
And for me, that was impactful because it was not only for me, but my children were there. I was able to share that with my family. My family from New York, everyone came out. And it was not only something that I feel I accomplished, but my family was proud. And my family was able to say, look what we've done. So for me, that was impactful. And to be able to say, with women who we are recruiting and things like that, look, you can do this too. Because a lot of women feel like those things are out of reach. Those things are not possible. Even competing in a pageant is not possible. So once they saw the billboard, I had a lot of questions like, oh my God, how did you do that? How did you get into
Nice.
pageantry? So that right there opened up so many doors for me to be able to talk to people and talk to women who never thought that they can do that. Because as a plus size woman, seeing a plus size woman representing a sorority on a billboard in Times Square, they was like, oh my God, I didn't know this was possible. So I've gotten it, I've talked about it, and it's just great to be able to impact women from all over the world who reached out to me because of it.
We just lost. There she goes.
I'm back.
She,
I'm back.
I guess you. It
The phone rang.
happens. It does. It definitely
The
happens.
phone
Nope,
rang.
you got you. It happens. But yes, it's most definitely that definitely was very impactful. That most people that whoever did not know about National Sorority Pageant knew then at that
They,
moment
amen.
that you actually most definitely made a name for yourself as well as for the entire
The
pageant system
organization,
as a whole,
absolutely.
as a
Absolutely.
whole. And if anybody didn't know what Zeta Phi Beta meant at that moment, they knew that you knew for your name, for your name, the
Um,
organization, for the pageant system as a whole. That was everything in that moment for pageantry. That was a moment for that billboard. And that moment for knowing you, that was everything. I stopped everything to watch that moment. So for me, that was a moment that I was actually proud to watch.
thank you.
So, Dr. Rivers, what was your most impactful moment of this reign?
Um, One of the things that I cherish is I feel like I'm here to enlighten, inspire, and encourage everyone that I meet. And so when I talk about pageantry, I am full of passion behind that. So one of the biggest moments for me this year was when my girls brought home 13 crowns. I knew my
Mm.
job had, I knew my job was complete. I knew I was put on this earth for a reason.
That's right.
So they
That's right.
listened,
That's
they
right.
listened, they did the work, they listened. That was the key thing. They listened. They did the work. They believed in themselves, even when they didn't think,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to pull this off, especially my plus size girls. I'm like, sweetie, listen, look
Yeah.
at all these curvy women on this stage.
Yeah.
Don't ever, ever think that you can't do it.
Yeah.
You can do anything you put your mind to. So, Stephanie she won the elite. She did not think that she was going to get that. Baby, she killed that. She
Yeah.
killed it. So that was one of my proudest moments ever because they listened and they trusted me to be able to teach them and coach them to the crown. So that was one of my greatest moments as Mrs. National Sorority Pageant.
Oh, that's nice.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
congratulations,
So,
That's
Doc.
nice.
Okay,
thank
leg.
you.
Okay.
Okay, leg.
Actually, that's
Actually,
pretty
you
good.
know what?
I'm actually
This is
that's
too much.
I love that.
Yeah. The
I
leg
love that.
attitude.
The
Wow. Because
leg.
instead of
Okay.
taking it for that, you
Let
you
me do
took it
my
as
picture.
being
Take a
yeah.
picture. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna do something different.
Okay, my bad. My bad. My bad.
Too
I
much.
love
Too
it.
much.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, leg.
Okay. Wow. I love it. But but you are an amazing director. To be honest,
Thank you.
you are very inspirational for the director. But to watch that picture was everything. Dr. Jackson says, I totally agree. Listening is the key. I appreciate the wisdom.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
yes, you definitely are an inspirational director. And like I said earlier, you definitely are the inspiration. And I listen because I calm down. I calm down. I definitely,
You
de-
did.
you definitely
She's
are
like, you
inspiration.
did.
Because, yeah, baby.
You did.
you, but you are definitely that calming. But that picture was everything, and evident when you held all of those when you held all of those out there like that. When you held them, I said, yeah.
I was crying and everything. I was proud of my girls. I was
I
proud.
said
That's
you were
right.
everything. Yeah, that was everything. Sharice,
For
was
me, it was two moments when I wear the crown and sash out in public, and like little girls are looking at me like, I could be a pageant queen. That look on their face is like just does me joy. Or they're pointing. Some of the little wonderful children, yeah, I know like wonderful children. They'll make their mom take a picture with me. South Carolina's a little different. Mom, don't take a picture of her. They're looking like, okay, I don't mind. But to see the little girls' faces, the little brown girls' faces, like, oh my God, I can do that too, really, really brings me joy to do this. And like you said before about encouraging our plus size sisters that we are curvy and fabulous. Like you can go out there and you can really do this. Is
absolutely.
Mhm.
amazing. But the pivotal moment for me was actually winning the title. As you guys know, the previous year was not so great. So I was like, okay, Janelle, okay, I'm gonna do it. Janelle said, hey, I got a pageant for you. I think you'll be great. I'm like, I don't really know because of my experiences before. So for her to actually see that come on stage and for her to actually see the transformation and the change and the blessing that God has given me for this title, I was just elated. I felt like it was my time and that, it was my time. So to actually win this system, we will forever be the first. We will
Forever.
be, when our children do the pageant, we will be the first. When our grandchildren do it, if it's still around, my grandmother was the first ever. So to say that is monumental. It's amazing.
The
It's like on a
inaugural.
platform, on this big monument in my mind. Like I will forever be the first Miss National Sorority Pageant. It's actually an honor and a blessing, so I felt it was my time. So the actual winning for me felt like, okay, like I said, when my children do it, I will forever be the first. We will all forever be the first for this. So that was key for me.
I love it. I love it. Wow.
That was key for me.
That's
Yeah.
wow. Well,
Yeah.
congrats to your daughter.
Yeah. Yes.
Congrats to your
Yes,
daughter.
my baby. Yes, she's part of the family now.
She's my
Excited to have her.
baby.
She'll be with me. Yeah, she said it's staying around. That's right. So when Janelle said it's staying around. So when I, that's
Yeah,
right. That's right. When our grandchildren do
She's
the
my
pageant, they'll be like, my G mom
hmm
was first. Like a
that's
legacy. This
right.
is really just a legacy in the family,
yes,
and that's what
staying
it
around.
created for us. The system created a legacy in our family, with the
Mhm.
different organizations coming together, and it shows that we could be sisters. We don't have to be in competition because you're here and
Right,
there. It shows
Right.
that regardless of what you're in, that we all share that commonality of sisterhood,
Yeah.
regardless age,
most
it doesn't
definitely.
matter. So
Right,
I got children, but I'm grateful for that. I really am.
right. And know why I love this system. I love this system in its entirety of all systems because of all pageants we love we all love each other no matter what the pageant is.
Yeah,
When we all come together for of any of the
yeah,
weekends. We all excited. Like I can't wait to see all of y'all. It's
yeah.
like I just can't wait. In a couple of weeks, I'm like, y'all coming back to Atlanta. Like I'm just really love to love on y'all. And it's really a family. We are definitely a family, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to embrace y'all. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Yay! But I did ask everyone what's your favorite quote. Sharice, your favorite quote. God loves you. I love you, and you are a survivor.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that quote? And what does
I
that mean
believe.
to you?
I'm sorry. I say that every time I speak, whether I'm on Facebook Live joking, talking about children, dating, or anything serious, I always end with God loves you, I love you, you are a survivor, because we all have a survival story. And I think that we need to encourage each other. Like, you may think yours is small or even big, but you made it. You're still here. You right. You still are able to spend time with your family or your children. You're able to go to work. You're able to even walk and talk. So I believe that everybody has a survival story, and to remind them that God's still there. You may not think he is, but he's still there with you, going through that transition, going through that storm, going through that thing that you're going through, and that I love you and that we love each other. So that's really important to me to say that we are all survivors. So
I love it. Dr. Rivers, you say, I'm a queen with or without my crown. Let's do work. You always say that. But why do you choose why did you choose that quote and what does it mean to you?
I choose that quote. I chose that quote because a lot of people, they compete in pageants and win, and you never hear from them again. You never see them. You never see them putting in the work. If you don't put in the work, that's just another piece of jewelry to add to your jewelry collection. That crown means something. You worked hard for that crown. You worked hard to keep that crown. So do the work. Don't have a platform just to have a platform so you can compete. Actually go out and volunteer and serve and work in your community. Work your platform. Be passionate and care about your platform. But there's so many people that compete in pageants and they have a platform, but you never see them talk about it. You never see them work their platform. You never even see them again until it's time for them to compete in another pageant and they're just chasing crowns. Again, it's just another piece of jewelry if you don't add the work to it. If you don't put the work into it, that crown means nothing. So regardless if I have a crown, with or without a crown, I'm still gonna volunteer. I'm still gonna promote my platform. I'm still gonna do community service because I'm passionate about that. I believe in my platform. I love my community and I love doing service. When you give back, it brings so much joy to your heart. We all love God and we all serve him. And one of the keys of loving God and being a child of God is you serve others. You have to have an attitude of servitude.
amen.
Amen. I love it. Dr. Naisha Mack, you say your favorite quote is there are no failures in life, only lessons learned. Why that quote and what does that mean to you?
Well, I chose that. I first started talking about that when I was talking to my daughters because it was like, oh, mommy, I didn't do this. I failed. I did this. And it's like I said, you didn't fail. What did you learn from it? You didn't fail. As long as we learn something from it, it's just another lesson that we've learned. And so I
Hmm.
carried it over to pageantry, everything else. We don't win them all, right? But what did I learn from this experience? What did I gain from this experience? And so that's now become a life lesson. It's not just about pageantry. It's not just about relationships, you know, it's life in general. There are all things that we're going to go through that might not be successful the first time. But just because it was not successful doesn't mean that we didn't learn something from it. And so I use that in life and I use it on my job, because it's like, what did I get out of this? No, this relationship did not work out, but I learned something from it. I either learned what to do or what not to do, right? So there's always something that we get out of situations that we're in. So that is why I chose that quote because everything that we do, we're going to get something from it. It's either a lesson what to do or what not to do, and how do we move forward with that.
That's right.
I love it. So, Dr. Naisha Mack, what is
Yeah,
advice would you give the next Queen Eminence? That's
baby,
gonna be
get
some
ready
big
to work.
shoes to fill. That's gonna be some big shoes to fill. But what would you give the next Queen Eminence?
um, my advice is be ready to work. Be ready to work. This title is not just about the billboard because with this title comes a lot of work, it comes a lot of sacrifice, it comes it is a lot of attention that is brought to you. So you have to be ready for your life to change in different ways where people know you that you don't know. And it's like, oh, you're Queen such and such. Yeah, I am. So your walk may be a little different. Things that you do, you might not be able to do it anymore. So this title does come with a lot of responsibility, but it's a big title, but it is an amazing, amazing opportunity that I welcome the next lady into this queendom that we're in, because this is something that you will never forget. This is a life changing experience. And in order to get this title, understand you are competing against some of the best out there. You know, when we were competing, we were all close. It was no because she's an AKA, she's a Delta, we don't get along. No, we all got along. And
Period.
we were all out there and we all had the best time. So when they called, you know, my name, if you look at the pictures, they were behind me clapping just as hard as I was. You know what I'm saying? So we root each other on, we cheer each other on. So make sure you're going in with the right intentions and the right heart because this organization is about loving each other and it is about sisterhood from beginning to end.
I love the answer. Dr. Rivers Harper, what would you give the next Mrs. National Sorority Pageant?
I would have to say the same thing. Be ready to
Yeah.
work. Sisterhood is it's something to me because you have in life you only get so few sisters. You get your biological sisters and you get your sisters that pray with you. They're not afraid to lay at the throne on the carpet and pray, intercede, go in with you. These ladies, I can call them and pray, ask them to pray for me. We support each other. And I love that. Like Naisha said, literally, I lost my voice because I was yelling so loud for all of them when they won.
We did.
I was screaming and hollering. I mean, that's true sisterhood because we worked for that. We were the
Yeah.
first. We were the inaugural court.
Right.
We like Cherie said, we are always going to be the first. So people look at
Yeah.
us and they see that we were the first. They're like, I want to be just like them. Honey, I work so much. I have a stain on my stash. I can't get out. I don't know who hugged me and it just won't come out. They have strong makeup on. My crown is tilted. It's bent. You got to be ready to work. Period. Point blank. But you have to be willing to love your sisters and to pick them up. You have to be willing to be their friend. There's no beef, there's no riff. We're all from different organizations,
Hmm.
but we are still all God's children. He put us together for a reason. He gave us these titles at this appointed time because he felt that we were deserving. So for the next queen, I want her to feel the same exact way. That crowning moment when she gets crowned, when we are crowning our successors, I want them to feel the same thing. I want them to cheer on their other sisters like we did. I hope they look at the pictures and videos and actually see us cheering each other on. Even during the dance rehearsal, some of us did not get it. And Naisha was like, come this way. Sharice was like, come this way. I was like, my knees telling me sit down. That's what my knees were telling me. They're telling me to sit down.
I love it.
They're like, sit down there. And Naisha said, can we wear flats? That was the best question. Because I sent my sister straight to the store to go get me some. I can wear flats or open the cover. Okay. So my knees worked a little better. But we held each other up because some of our backs was hurting, the knees was hurting. And we like, hold on, how do we go through this to heal? So thank you, Naisha, for letting
I
that
was
question
looking
that we
out.
could
I
wear
was looking
flats.
out. I was
Yes, praise him.
looking out.
I love it.
But
I
we were
love
able
it.
to help each other with that. So sisterhood is one of a kind with us, and I love all these ladies. And Janelle, I love her. She's just wonderful.
Yes.
Cherie, same question.
Same
What is
question.
the advice that you would give the next Miss National Sorority Pageant?
That pageant week is going to go by fast. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
enjoy every moment, every connection with the sisters that are there, the people who are helping, every moment enjoy because it's going to go by really, really fast. Try not to stress out because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's really not, it's all in God's hands, right? But that next person, they said it all. Just be prepared to work. Have a passion for what your platform is. Like, really have a passion so that you're not just saying, well, I'm here heart health program again, but really have a passion for whatever your platform is so that you can put that into the work, that people can actually see, well, she does have a desire to help people with this thing. And if you need help with something, reach out. We'll be here to help you if we can give you advice with certain things. But I would say take Pageant Week, enjoy every moment, every conversation, every connection, because it's going to go by really fast.
Very.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
Yeah, you'll
does.
blink.
It's fun. It's fun, but it's
You'll
gonna go by
blink
fast.
and
Yeah,
it's finished.
yeah, yeah,
And you'll be
yeah.
tired. So just
Yes, yes, yes,
please
Yes.
pace
yes,
yourself. Drink
yes,
water.
yes. All of
Lots
that.
of water.
All of that. And bring your
Yes.
flats, right?
Right? Bring your flats.
Bring
Yes.
your so flat. Yes.
And when you can take a nap, please try to take a nap.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
You
practice
know,
that dance, honey. Practice your dance.
at,
Yeah.
at, at all times when you,
Be practicing. So, because when you get there, it's a
Listen.
whole other story.
even if you think that you have it, please practice it, Lord
Practice.
Right.
Jesus.
Cause my knees is, they like, I
Right.
don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Y'all might just get the hand gestures. Y'all might not get no bottom motion. Just top. That's gonna be honest.
She said y'all might
That's
just get
it.
the
That's it.
Just try to make it. As much as you can. Just if you can try to fake it, just live it. If you're not in the
That's
camera,
y'all gonna get that. Just the
That's it.
top.
Have
It's gonna look
fun. Just
like
have
I'm moving
fun.
on the
but
bottom, but y'all
make
gonna get
sure you
all
having fun. If you look like you're having fun, just smile. Just
that's
keep
it.
keep swaying to the music. If you
Oh
keep
That's
looking,
hey,
God.
that's kind of
you
how
are
you have to do
absolutely
it.
right.
Sway into the music. Just if you have a beat, that's all you have to find the beat. If you stay on beat, they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know.
Wow, I love it.
How
I
they
love
gonna
it.
know?
Standing behind somebody.
Right. But see, I didn't have that. I didn't have that ability. They always put me in the front. I didn't have that ability. See, mine was always in the front. See, I didn't have that ability.
It's all right.
So, ladies, how are they gonna? How can they find you? How can they follow you? Sharice,
Okay, I'm on Facebook, and y'all know I'm on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok.
y'all need to
Trying to
follow
get to
her.
10,000 followers so I can make some money. That's why I'm
Y'all need
trying
to
to do
follow her
TikTok.
because she's
Um,
funny, y'all. She's funny, y'all. You think
but
you think
I
we're laughing at her because she's funny, y'all.
yeah,
She's
I
funny,
love it.
y'all.
I love it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. But I use humor as a way to help people heal. And I know that if I can make somebody smile, laugh, or anything like that, the blessing for me, usually the way I am is when every guy I talk to say, "Wow, you laugh a lot. I like that that you're lighthearted and that I can kind of talk to you, which is a good thing." But TikTok, I also talk about being a widow on TikTok as well and trying to help women out there as well. But I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and on Instagram. I think that's really it. Yeah.
At
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your Instagram, Sharice?
My Instagram is my first name is Sharice B01.
B01. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And
And
that's TikTok
your
as well. I just
TikTok.
use the same
What's
thing.
your
Same
TikTok?
thing. Same
Okay.
thing. I use it all. I didn't add no catchy name. Sharice B01, child.
Y'all need to catch the TikTok. I'm telling y'all, I follow the TikTok every day
Yeah,
because the
Sharice
TikTok is the
B01.
one that
Hilarious.
right hilarious. Okay. Dr. Naisha Mack, how can they follow you?
On Instagram, it's at a beautiful Zeta. A beautiful Zeta.
And she's beautiful, guys. Y'all
I
see
love
her.
that.
Y'all
Beautiful
see her.
Zeta is my Instagram, so you can follow me there. And on Facebook, you can just look up Queen Eminence, National Sorority Pageant. I am there, or my name, Naisha R. Mack.
Dr.
I haven't
Rivers.
TikTok like that yet, so I can't be like Sharice with no TikTok. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You gonna get there. You gonna get there.
I'm working on it. All right.
Dr. Rivers, how can they follow you?
You can follow me on Facebook under Dr. Angie Nikki Rivers Harper. All, all that. And then on
All
Instagram
that. She
under
said all that.
OKFW Boss Lady. And I'm on TikTok under OKFW Boss Lady. And LinkedIn and Twitter
All
under my
that.
real name.
I don't know how to do those things yet. I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Most of them are my business pages. So
Got you. Got it.
Boss lady. I love it. Okay. Boss lady. You heard it. She's boss lady, guys. Hit her up. Boss lady. She is. She's all the things, as Nichelle would say. All the things. I love these ladies, guys. Y'all don't understand. These ladies are everything to me. And I can't wait to see and love on these ladies in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
I can't wait to
Be
see
there.
them. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see you.
see you later, girl.
Thank you, ladies, for taking your time tonight. For me, for little old me.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for
And
having
Hey,
us.
shout out to Natasha Coleman for
that
coming up with this pageant system.
is
CEO.
Yes.
And
Yay.
Janelle for being a great
Queen
And our
director.
and our
CEO.
Yes.
director.
So Janelle, our great,
I
our
know
awesome
it feels
director.
Yes, Janelle, the first queen I ever met virtually. So yes, I love Janelle, Doctor Janelle.
Dr.
I have to
Janelle,
give her too. I gotta give it to
the
her.
curvy doc.
The Kirby doc.
Yes.
She's on here too. I saw her watching. She laughed. She laughed when Sharice said something. So yes, thank you ladies for coming on here tonight, and thank you ladies for giving your time and making me laugh as always. And as I always say, love yourself, cause what? Love on yourself, cause I love you on purpose. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, ladies.
Good
Good night.
night.
Bye.